Alright, we're doing late night thoughts. What's that thought that kept you up last night? The kind of stuff that hits you at 2 a.m. for no reason. I always wondered about the butterfly effect. How if I had done one little thing completely different? I'm not gonna lie, I think about this all the time. It's some of y'all, right? If I did a stream at a certain time or y'all friend didn't show you my stream, well, y'all would not be here. Like, especially with Ty. Like, if I didn't join that Discord, would I even be here? Like, would I even know half of you guys? Probably that all the people around me have their own live stories and experiences. But I'm not gonna lie, I be feeling that way too. It's like, bro, I be having like 500 people, or like even like when you watch like some of these popular streamers, like there's 20,000 people watching streamers that have their own life and their own stories, bro. I try and grasp the concept of the beginning of time. It's impossible. I'm gonna be honest, I've tried to think about this multiple times. How do I know if I'm real? What makes me act the way I am? Does time still live on even after I'm gone? What's the concept of time itself? How do I know if I'm even alive? Yeah, half of y'all is trolls, right? Half of y'all is trolls. So I do be wondering, like, what makes y'all act certain ways? It's crazy being alive. Like, bro, that's what I'm saying. And like, just think about like the chances of you being alive. Once I try to conceive of what exists beyond the universe, do y'all think there's life beyond the universe? Like, I try to be thinking about that, but to me, it doesn't matter. So it's trying to figure out my own role in my own life. Okay, I can understand that, you know? It's gonna come a point in your life where y'all trying to figure out things, wondering like, what's the point of living, you know? You gotta find your purpose. Thoughts, fear of my loved ones dying. I'm gonna be honest, if it's one thing, you know, I really haven't experienced yet, is death. And also, I'm not good at like helping people, right? Like, just say I have like a friend or a girl, they like grandparent just died. I'm not the type of person, like, I don't know what to say, right? I don't know what to say or what to do. Thinking back on many historical events and what really happened. Like, we have some evidence, but no one really knows. Bro, I think about this all the time. I'm not gonna lie. I think about this all the time. Hey, I'm gonna be honest. Y'all can call me crazy, local. There's some historical events I don't believe really happened. I'm honest. Thoughts, you don't magically get smarter. You live, mess up, learn, and grow. Your future self might cringe at today's choices, not because you were dumb, but because you didn't know yet. You did the best you could. Thoughts, I feel like this world is just a simulation. I'm not gonna lie. It's some great movies that, you know, that makes you think the world is a simulation. Like, I don't know if y'all ever seen Matrix or even Truman Show. I be thinking that all the time. Like, I don't know, especially with like some of y'all, how serious y'all parasocial relationship with like celebrities. Y'all gotta stop it, bro. Thoughts, what is your ex version of that breakup? Do y'all ever think about that? Like, you talking to a shorty, or y'all dating, you dating a shorty, she break up with you. Do you ever think like what she's telling other folks, like what really happened in that relationship? Do you think she's telling the truth, or he? I know some of y'all is crazy, you know. Dude. All right, thoughts. Which parallel universe versions of yourself would you want to meet and why? The Nuhdir that decided to never do content creation. Any version of me where I quit content. That's it. Thoughts. How long do you think you'll live? Me personally, I want to live to 100. Thoughts. The present is really all that exists when you think of time. The past is over and set in stone, unable to be changed or revisited, and the future always changes. Right, I think of that all the time. You know, I be trying to think of the future about the Jets, the future about my content, but you can't. Like, everything changes and you don't know. Thoughts, how many strangers have I seen on the last day of their lives? Damn, that is deep right there. What if some of y'all watching me right now, today is y'all last day? Thoughts, what actually happens after you die? Do you go to heaven or hell, or is it just darkness? I feel like, you know, depending on your religion, right? You look at this question differently. You know, some people say when you pass away, you relive your life like in like 5 minutes, 7 minutes. Some people say you go to a different body. Some people say you gotta wait for Judgment Day, things like that. You know, there's animes like that, like Death Parade. If you haven't happened to that anime, that's good animes right there. Forget what happens when we die. What comes before we're alive? Another life, darkness, being built in a factory in heaven. If you believe in that sort of stuff, what happens before you're alive? See, that's what I'd be wondering. Like, what happens before I'm alive? Part of me believes, like, we choose our life. I know that sounds crazy. But part of me does believe, like, we choose our life and how our life is already chosen for us. What makes us dream when we sleep? What makes the plot of these fucking dreams? Like, I have to ask my high school girlfriend to the company prom and gather 500 before the football season starts. Where does this come from? Bro, I used to be like real deep into dreams and like figure out like why dreams happen and things like that. I don't know. Like, one point in my life, you know, used to have dreams of a girl, like, you know, having dreams. Other dreams, I'm over here passing away. Other dreams, I'm having wet dreams. I don't know. Dreams is interesting, man. I love the dream world. Thoughts. We can't be the only intelligent species in the universe. We just can't be. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think humans are the smartest animals or mammals. Without weapons, humans are the dumbest. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. Humans can't stop a horde of gorillas. With no weapons. Let's just be honest. Thoughts. If religion in heaven is real, knowing we will exist for eternity, the concept of existing for eternity is the same. I was one of those people that wanted to live forever, but some people say that the thought of like, the beauty of life is things ending. If you never teach a baby how to talk, what main language would it speak? Or raising a baby around a bunch of languages. I'm gonna be honest, if you don't teach a baby nothing, it will just pretty much be an animal. I don't think a baby will be able to learn anything. I feel like we learn things based off what we see, right? If you keep a child locked in a basement, dark, no, just food, just keep giving them food, whatever, for like 10 years, I really don't believe they'll be able to learn how to walk and speak and all of that. How was everything made? Like, if God made everything, how was God made? Yeah, I've always wondered that too, right? When people say things, because to me everything has a creator. How was the universe really created? And before any of you say the Big Bang Theory, first of all, shut up before I Big Bang your mom. Second of all, yeah, keyword theory. There are many beliefs of what could happen after you die, including heaven or hell, religion included. But if you die, you'll find out. And you can't even go back to tell the truth. So I always wondered what would happen after death. Well, there's some people that have said they passed away, had a NDE, right? NDE is a near-death experience where they died for like 5 minutes, came back, and they've told their story. The way I look at that too is what that person believes. Thoughts. Your future self is a stranger you're slowly becoming. And every choice you make is a message you send forward in time to them. That is true. This one can keep you up because it flips identity on its head. You are not fixed. You're not even the same you month to month. Yet the person you will become is being built right now, often without you noticing. One day you will pick up your friend's voice in your head and realize you haven't heard the real thing in years. That's true. It's that kind of thought that makes you stop and reevaluate everything. Who you talk to, who you've drifted from, and how fast life actually moves. I'm gonna be honest, hot take, I don't think life moves fast at all. That is the end of the video, late night thoughts. If you guys enjoyed the video, I had a lot of fun with it, man. A lot of, you know, all these thoughts out here is real true. You know, how the world started, what happens when we die, why certain things was created the way it is, does time exist? Man, it's a lot of things that's gonna keep you up late night. But anyways, if you guys enjoyed the video, please like, comment, subscribe if you're new. Turn on those post notifications. Until next time, I'm out.